Hi Virgo, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your 2022 yearly tarot forecast. This is a reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So guys, I would like to say Happy New Year. This is a reading looking at 2022 for you guys. I am starting out with pulling you a focus card for the year. You guys actually have allowing radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment. So what's needed can come next. So needing to allow. Let's see what the cards say. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are not subscribed, please do subscribe. Also, if you could please give this video a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate that. So guys, I have broken this reading down into 4 quarters. And so we are starting out with January. You have a flipper, guys. You have the 3 of Wands, excuse me. All right. Ooh, Queen of Cups. Okay. This is looking at 2022 for Virgo. What does Virgo have coming up in 2022? Virgo. All right, so far too many. I will just show you them, Virgo. You have the King of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Hanging Man, 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords, and the Hierophant. Okay, so some of you dealing with a traitor, a liar. But let's see if any of those cards come back out. So we have January, February. Some of you could be forgiving somebody. This could be a husband or someone that you were in a long-term relationship with the Hierophant there. Virgo. All right, so January, February, March, okay, April, May, June. So here's that King of Wands, Ace of Cups. July, August, well, there you go. September, October, November, and December. So 4 quarters. And you can see a lot of these cards came back out. So, I mean, they were meant to be in the reading. Yeah, so someone is coming back in, or at least they're trying to, Virgo. I mean, we all have free will. So whether or not, you know, you choose to forgive someone, that's on you. You don't have to. You know, that's on you. All right. And I am using the bottom of the deck as the overall energy. You guys have the 2 of Pentacles. So you have a decision to make here in 2022. 2 of Pentacles could be you actually thinking about this quite a bit. Maybe some of you even being a little wishy-washy, going back and forth. You know, one minute you feel one way, next minute you feel another way. Let's see here. Two of Pentacles can represent you juggling. Now, that does not always mean, you know, different relationships. No, I mean, you may be multitasking. You may have multiple jobs. We juggle, you know, lots of different things in life. Well, here you are, Virgo, showing up. We have the Hermit. And we have the 8 of Cups. Yeah, look at this, Virgo. This is you. I think that many of you, you're thinking about maybe being single here. You could have been dealing with someone. And as we go into 2022, I think that this person is still around you, or they're still showing up in your energy. So even if you ended things with them, they're just still showing up in your energy. And I definitely feel like they're trying to make a comeback. Now, some of you, I see a new option coming in later on, someone entirely different. This could be you contemplating two different options here, definitely. But for other Virgos, I think that some of you are really thinking about being single, or if you are single, this is maybe you thinking about staying single. This is you wanting to be on your own. I see you knowing your worth, Virgo. Yeah, look at this. I mean, you're coming through strong here in your own reading. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female. It does not matter. We have the Hermit, the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and there's the Queen of Pentacles. So you very much know your worth. Maybe this person was not, offering you what you deserve or what you want. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. There's the Ten of Pentacles. That may be what you want, which is a commitment. Can represent marriage, settling down, growing old with someone, having a family, creating a legacy. But I think that here in 2022, you are seriously contemplating going at it alone because you know your worth. And if you were dealing with someone that was not offering you what you deserve, some of you are moving on, you're detaching, you're emotionally letting go, and you may meet someone new here at the end of the year. Definitely seeing that. I feel like if you are letting go of somebody, he's definitely trying to make a comeback, or they're definitely trying to make a comeback, because this is just energy. And so it can be male, female, doesn't matter. We have fire sign energy showing up here. Two of Pentacles for other Virgos. This is you juggling. This is you definitely handling multiple different things at once. We just seen the Queen of Pentacles there at the bottom of the deck. We also seen the Nine of Pentacles. So some of you, you may be a business owner. You may have, multiple things going on at once here, which is good, If you are a business owner, or for some of you, you're maybe waiting to move up within your career, I feel like it's right around the corner. It's right around the corner. Here in January, I feel like there's still a little bit of a wait with the Three of Wands, but your ships are coming in. And so if the goal is to feel more financially secure, I definitely see that coming in. Just needing to be patient here in January, but this is you planning long term. So here in January, I really feel like many of you, you're doing some soul searching. You're thinking about what you want long term. And for some of you, maybe you're asking yourself if this person, fits into that. Do you want to be with this person down the road? Some of you will choose to go your separate way. Now, some of you are maybe dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, because these two were jumpers. These two flipped out, and this is January and February. So you could be dealing with a water sign here in maybe both months, but in February. And if this person is at a distance, some of you, you may have your eye on this person. You may be thinking about this person quite a bit. If you have water in your chart, if this is you, Virgo, you could be separated from someone. You may have already separated from this person, and here at the start of the year, this is in the first quarter, you definitely could be missing them, feeling a little depressed, especially in March. And the Two of Pentacles could be you really trying to balance your thoughts here, your emotions as well. And so some of you are maybe at a distance, you're missing someone. Definitely see you more emotional here at the start of the new year. But I feel like you're coming out of a time of lack. And so if emotionally you were not you know, in the best place. Maybe some of you feeling a little depressed or lonely or not satisfied in a relationship. Others, you know, if you were dealing with some financial issues, I feel like you're actually moving away from that here. And I really see that second quarter on. And so that is April, May, and June. There's a big change that's coming in. Now, some of you may decide to leave a job with death here. You have death, which is great change, transformation. Some of you possibly are dealing with a Scorpio. But I feel like if something is not making you happy, if something is no longer serving you, you are definitely turning your back on that. And the first quarter here, guys, I think you're really figuring things out, and I think you're in your head a lot, and I see you more emotional, but I think that you're really doing some soul searching here, and you're actually coming to terms with allowing this great change to come in. And so something definitely could be leaving your life. You definitely could be saying goodbye to someone or something, or just a chapter of your life that you're closing the door on, moving forward, starting a new chapter. Radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment, so what's needed can come next. You're creating that space, and something was no longer serving you, something was not making you happy. Some of you are maybe stuck in a situation or dealing with something where you were depressed. Others, you're lacking financially. Just whatever it was no longer serving you. And I see you really thinking about long term here, 5-10 years down the road, asking yourself some pretty important questions. And so this great change is coming in. Now, here in May, we have the King of Wands. And so this can be when this person tries to come back in here. If this is someone that you were dealing with, King of Wands is someone that is very attractive. He's charming. They may be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, and they definitely could be coming in with a cup here. So they could be coming back in, trying to come back in, and really stirring up your emotions here. And so I really feel like this is somebody that you have some sort of past with. And so you may have ended it with this person in 2021. Some of you could be ending it with this person here, first, second quarter of the new year, and you could be actually starting something with somebody else, especially if this person does not fit into, what you want for yourself, Virgo, long term. And the overall energy is the Two of Pentacles, which is you, maybe going back and forth here, but this is you having options and you're trying to make a decision. So we have King of Wands here in May. For other Virgos, I see you fired up and passionate. You have this ending here, but like I just mentioned, it's creating space. And so here you have the new beginning. In June, you have the Ace of Cups. This is a new beginning. Now, yes, it could be in love. This could be you loving yourself, healing from any sort of loss in the past. For some of you, this is you maybe physically and emotionally, mentally. This is you recovering in some way. Doesn't matter if you're male or female. This is you recovering here. And maybe someone lied to you in the past. Maybe someone was playing with you. For a few of you, there could have been some sort of cheating or some sort of deception, but that's not all of you. If a marriage has ended or is ending. Some of you may have felt abandoned by this person. And they definitely could be trying to come back in. I'm going to be clarifying a lot of this. And for some of you, I feel like this is someone who's trying to re-enter your life, Virgo. And so they could be coming in, and in June, you're more emotional. You have this opportunity that's in front of you, and some of you may actually avoid it because here in July, we have the Seven of Swords. And so Seven of Swords can be the sneak. Obviously, he can be someone who is deceptive and trying to get away with something, but it's also a card that speaks about avoidance. And for some of you Virgos, I feel like you're avoiding someone. It could be because you're moving forward with somebody else. This is you avoiding. Could be avoiding someone that you have feelings for, avoiding someone that you're very attracted to, Virgo. And, you know, they may view you as, you know, playing some games. It doesn't mean that you are, but they could be viewing you like that, or you're viewing them like that. So, you know, if you have a past with this person, which these cards flipped out, and so for many of you, I feel like you have a past with this person, and there could be red flags just popping up everywhere. And so you may allow this person to come back in. Some of you may choose to give someone a second chance, and if you have a past with them, you may figure out here in July, August, Virgo, that this person has not changed. Unfortunately, for some of you, that's exactly what this is. This person is still up to their, you know, old ways. Seven of Swords, Five of Swords. We have the Hierophant here. This person could be trying to avoid commitment, getting married, settling down. This may be what you want because we see you doing some soul searching here. You may actually take a break from a relationship and really, you know, figure out exactly what you want. For many of you, that would be at the start of the year. And I mean, you could be really learning to trust yourself more, allowing maybe the divine to guide you, which is, for some of you, it's away from a liar. Someone that maybe you've already had an ending with. This could be a final ending that's coming up for you. But maybe this person was playing with you. They may have kind of left you hanging, you know, up to their old ways, their silly games. And this is not what you want. And so you have the Hierophant here in September, and I feel like I'm reading for some Virgos. I feel like long term, because that's what you're figuring out, you want to get married, or you want something more traditional. Even if it's not getting married, you may want to settle down and maybe have a family. You want something more traditional. Not someone who's playing games and being sneaky. Yeah, I feel like this is not what you want. So some of you could be separating with this person at this time, doing what you feel is right, which I see you valuing yourself. And this is you separating yourself from anybody who's playing games. If it's not on the love front, this could be a social circle. I see you definitely taking a step back here. Some of you are maybe reevaluating your social circle. Could be a group or an organization, people that, you know, are around you. You definitely could be looking at a group very closely, and maybe you're figuring out, you know, are these your people? Is this your tribe? For some of you, is this where you want to work for the rest of your life? Do you really fit in here? Some of you are asking yourself some pretty important questions here this year. You have the Hanging Man here in October. And so at this point, you have the Hanging Man and the King of Swords. This is you gaining a fresh perspective. Some of you may be actually making some cuts here. This is October and November. You have the King of Swords. And you could be making some pretty significant changes here at this time. And then you do have the Four of Swords here in December. Some of you are maybe taking a break, taking some time off of work here. Could be going on vacation for some of you. But others, this is an air sign. So November, December, this would be after you maybe change your mind about possibly somebody else that you were stuck on. You may be looking at someone or a situation completely different here at this time, and you're maybe allowing for somebody else to come in. And this could be a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius that's coming in. Maybe someone that is more on your level. You could have been dealing with a low vibe individual that didn't deserve you, honestly. But let's do some clarifying. So let's take a look at this Five of Pentacles. Please clarify the Five of Pentacles for Virgo. And I do apologize, guys, for any background noise. All right, please clarify the Five of Pentacles for Virgo. All right, so we have the Six of Pentacles in the Lovers. For some of you, these are in the reverse. So maybe you needed help from somebody. This could be a lover. I mean, you could be rejecting someone, Virgo, here in March. Others, you may feel rejected by a lover or a love interest. For some of you, this is a lover or an ex-lover. If you're with someone and this relationship is leaving your life, for some of you, the attraction is gone. Yeah, I mean, you might be figuring that out here in 2022. You also may find out that this person was giving to somebody else. But let's take a look at the King of Wands. Yeah, I mean, we have the Knight of Cups that just flew out and landed in the reverse. So for some of you, I feel like the fire has gone out here. Maybe you initially were very attracted to this person, but the fire has gone out. Also, they may owe you an apology, and by the second quarter here, guys, you may not have received it. I was just clarifying death, and look what we have. We have the Ace of Rods. And so this is the fire going out for some of you. There could have been a false start for some of you. Others, the fire has gone out. The passion has been lost. Something failed. Let's take a look at the Seven of Swords for Virgo, please. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Let's take a look at the Five of Swords, please. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands. Let's take a look at the Hierophant. The Hierophant is following tradition. The Hierophant can represent several different things. Wow, look at these characters. So we have Lots of earth here. Queen of Pentacles again. Some of you are dealing with a Taurus. And then we have the Queen of Rods. So you may have been dealing with another woman. If you are a woman, you may have been dealing with, or you are dealing with, a Queen of Rods. You may feel like this person is a liar or they play games. Now, they may be with a King of Wands. I'm just seeing what I'm getting here. For some of you, this could be a friend. I feel like this is a friend, possibly a coworker for some of you. This is a friend, and maybe they're being harassed or bullied or something like that. You're looking at this person. This person actually may be a friend. They may be a really good person. Maybe they're very attractive, or maybe they have a very passionate personality. Maybe they're a big personality. And so, yeah, you know, you could be talking to someone here at this time. Or for some of you, maybe forgiving someone, making peace with somebody. So here we have the Four of Swords in the reverse. I was looking at the Hanging Man, and so if you're feeling stuck here in October, you want to definitely take a moment. This is restless energy, though. So what's needed is you looking at the larger picture, you taking a step back, pausing, taking a moment. But with the Four of Swords, some of you are feeling very restless. So you need to really maybe step back and look at the larger picture. Also with allowing being the message here, you may be trying to control too much, Virgo. Let's take a look at the King of Swords. Please clarify the King of Swords for Virgo. Also, some of you may need a break here in October, and you may not want to take it. And then by the end of the year here in December, I mean, some of you are burnt out. You need a break. And I do see you taking a break. So here with the King of Swords, we have the Ten of Cups. So this could be somebody else coming back in. Air sign energy. Could be another Virgo. Could be an air sign. But for others, this could be someone coming in. You may be in a relationship with an air sign here in November. We have the Ten of Cups. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Three of Wands. Yeah. So I feel like you're figuring out, Virgo, what you want long term. And for some of you, a job definitely may be ending. That's not all of you, but for some of you, this is you maybe realizing, having a breakthrough here, you know, what you want to do long term. And so for some of you that I'm reading for, you may go back to work and do the same thing. But for others, you may choose to maybe go back to school or maybe learn a new trade. It's going to be different for all of you because you're figuring out what you want to do long term, Virgo. And some of you may want to learn a new trade or try something different. But for others, I see you recovering from a loss, and I do see you taking a break, but ultimately I see you going back to work, Virgo. I see you going to work. Some of you, you're maybe going back to school or learning a new trade, doing something different. But let's do some clarifying. So let's take a look at your love life. What does Virgo have coming in on the love front in 2022? But if there was a three-party scenario, You have, what's interesting is you have the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, King of Swords, but then you also have the King of Wands, Queen of Wands. And so if there was a 3-party scenario, or even maybe like a 4-party scenario, where maybe you're attached and dealing with someone who is attached, if there was a break from a relationship, I actually see that being over with here. So 3rd, 4th quarter, if you were taking a break from a relationship, I do see you guys coming back together. And if this was a 3-party scenario, I see a King of Pentacles. So, I mean, that could be you. I see a King of Pentacles. I see an Earth energy moving on, moving forward and distancing themselves from a 3-party scenario or a very painful situation. And so that certainly could be you, Virgo. King of Swords, King of Pentacles certainly can be you, Virgo. Distancing yourself from a painful situation. Okay, I mean, we have make the effort, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, but then we also have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And there you go, reconciliation. So someone from your past is returning to your life. But just because this person is trying to come back doesn't mean that you have to let them. That's going to be different. The outcome will be different for all of you. You don't have to if you don't want to. I do see another possibility here, guys. All right, let's just dig a little bit deeper here for Virgo, looking at their love life. So we know that you need to free yourself from something that is no longer serving you. You may actually have a spark with someone here, Virgo, in the 1st quarter. And so you may actually meet someone online, or you could be dealing with somebody who's at a distance with the Ace of Rods. There could be a very strong attraction here. All right. Additional guidance for Virgo, please. Looking at their love life. All right, so isn't this interesting? Look at this picture. You see a woman here who is reflecting. This is a very emotional energy. And so again, for many of you, I see you doing some soul searching, and definitely here in the 1st quarter, I see you more emotional. This says emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they also can distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. I just feel like this all resonates, Virgo, so much. You need to allow, you need to be receptive, you need to be open. Some of you need to let go. There's something that's no longer serving you. Now, that could be a mindset, or maybe an idea, a perception of yours. Maybe you have not been seeing something clearly, and this could be in regards to somebody at a distance for some of you, or somebody that you've separated yourself from. Emotions are natural and necessary part of life, but they also can distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So if you do want to reconcile with somebody, Virgo, you're going to have to let go of the past and any sort of resentment that you have. All right, let's take a look at career and finances for Virgo, please, in 2022. All right, and also let's look at health and well-being, which I am not a medical professional or expert. I always like to mention that. What is the guidance for Virgo? Looking at health and well-being, please. All right, let's see what you need to let go of, Virgo. What does Virgo need to let go of in 2022, please? What does Virgo need to let go of? What does Virgo need to let go of? All right, and this last message, you may or may not resonate with this message, is just to have a little fun. This is what you need to be called out on. What does Virgo need to be called out on in 2022, please? What does... Okay. All right, I feel the need to look at all of these, but again, you may or may not resonate. It's just to have a little fun. All right, so... looking at career and finances, we do have no more complaining. Now, maybe some of you have Taurus in your chart because I believe they had this. I believe it was Taurus who had this. And it says complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. So needing to have a more positive mindset. Maybe some of you are being a little wishy-washy. If you're juggling financially, if you feel a lack, all of those thoughts, if you're speaking that, all of that, it's just really affirmations, and that's what you're manifesting. So you want to avoid that. So no more complaining. You got to keep it positive. Some of you have to definitely have a more positive mindset here. You don't want to manifest anything by accident, that's for sure. And then we also have, looking at health and well-being, we have diet is important here. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for guiding me to make positive eating and drinking choices and for reducing or eliminating my cravings for unhealthful substances. So you may be really looking at your diet here this year, making some changes, making some cuts. Some of you, maybe this is something you need to do. And then looking at what you need to let go of, you will climb that mountain and then the next, which will bring great joy. So you're climbing a mountain, and some of you may feel like you're never going to, move past this obstacle, whatever it is, but you will. And you're going to get past the next one as well, and the next one, and the next one. It's only making you stronger and wiser, Virgo. And so, yeah, I mean, this is an affirmation really that you're moving towards happiness, and you're moving towards feeling accomplished and successful because you have overcome some sort of mountain or hurdle. All right, and then looking at what you need to be called out on. So the card that was on top, we have apologize. So maybe you need to apologize. We've seen that Knight of Cups in the reverse. So by the second quarter, I mean, you may not want to do that for some of you. And this says, seriously, just do it. Now, if you want to reconcile with somebody, I mean, this could be that perception that you need to let go of, that distorted perception, that clouded vision. I mean, maybe you feel like someone wronged you, but I mean, this may be you simply needing to maybe own your part if you really want to reconcile with somebody. And if it's not on the love front, I mean, this could be with a friend. And then we have believe what you see and take a trip. So maybe you're not believing what you see, and it's because of that clouded vision, that perception that you have. Your emotions are maybe getting in the way of what you're actually seeing. Maybe you don't want to believe it. And you may need to take a trip, and I do see many of you doing that here right at the end of the year. Go see some ish, do some new things, talk to people cooler than you. So yeah, some of you need to maybe distance yourself from a particular group. You need to maybe meet some new people. Maybe they're influencing you in some way. It may not be in a good way. Believe what you see. Face reality, or live in La La Land. Choose bravely. So you have a choice. We know that. Choose bravely. Choose bravely. So have courage and do the right thing. We have the Hierophant here. Face reality, or live in La La Land. So yeah, some of you, I feel like you have a very clouded perception when it comes to something. And I think that the universe and your angels, your spirit guides are definitely telling you to take a second look. And you know, guys, it may take until the end of the year. I mean, this is October. We have the Hanged Man. You may finally see something very different here in the last quarter. I mean, you can change this. This is why we have readings. You can change this, though. All right, guys. So I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, guys. Wishing you a very happy, healthy 2022.